Hello and welcome to Daily Wisdom in Proverbs. Today we find ourselves in Proverbs chapter number 24, and we're going to key in on verse number 10. That verse says there, "If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small." I don't know a whole lot about that sport that they have, the extreme fighting, street fighting in the arena. But I've heard or read somewhere that one of the most dangerous things that one of those fighters can do is pass out during the match. That's when a whole lot of hurting is put on them. I think that's very true in the Christian life. One of the last things we want to do is faint in the day of adversity. It says in Proverbs chapter 24, as these verses seem to flow together, various verses in conjunction one with another. Verses 1 and 2, it says, "Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief." It says of these evil men that their heart studieth destruction. That's why I say the last thing we want to do is faint when we're in the midst of adversity, whether it's evil men around us, and we're spiritually speaking, of course, or it's the roaring lion that is around us. We don't want to pass out. We don't want to be fainting. We want to have our senses about us, our wits about us. It'd be a very dangerous thing just to lay down and be exposed to those dangers. So, how do we become strong? Well, I found that it's interesting that in this same chapter there's direction. It says very simply in verse number 5, "A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength." So you put all of that together, you have Proverbs 24 and verse number 10, "If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small." But it is the wise man that is strong, the man that increaseth knowledge, that gets stronger yet. Many people think about Samson, the strong man of the Bible, and some of the awesome things that he accomplished physically by his might and power that God had given him. One of the things that Samson accomplished in the book of Judges is he slew a lion. Not very many men are able to boast of that. But I think about Daniel, another character in the Old Testament, where Samson slew just one lion, Daniel, meek and mild, was able to overcome a whole den of lions. Daniel was a man of wisdom. In that, he was a man of strength, more so than Samson would ever hope to be. Samson's life, as a matter of fact, ended in shame and sorrow. There's a verse that I think of in the New Testament that sheds light on all of this. It's Ephesians chapter 6 and verse number 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might." I don't think it's a coincidence that that verse talking about being strong in the Lord in Ephesians 6, I don't think it's a coincidence that it's right there in that passage that talks about putting on the whole armor of God. "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and high places," and the battle and the struggle that we have. But it's telling us to be strong in the Lord. That's wisdom. That's increasing knowledge. We want to be able to succeed in the Christian life. So many people are on the verge of fainting. If thou faint in the day of adversity, a lot of Christians, they want to throw in the towel. We get tired. We have trials, the adversity, the struggles. We get frustrated, discouraged, disheartened, you name it. Don't faint. When we have that inclination, we need to remind ourselves, well, the reason why I feel faint is because my strength is small. It's not speaking of physical strength, is it? It's talking about that spiritual strength. And we need to take that to heart. Lord, I need to be strong in you. I want to be like that wise man in Proverbs that is strong. If any of you lack wisdom, James 1 says, "Let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberally, and shall be given him." May we all be able to stand strong in adversity and not faint. God bless you.